In Nora's quiet town, an overgrown, rustic-looking mill stood on the edge of a hushed woodland. As she and her friends explored the area, they stumbled upon a hidden entrance to an abandoned building. Venturing inside the old mill, Nora's curiosity led her and her friends to a dusty room with an ancient-looking map. They studied it carefully and realized it was a map of their town, with a hidden location marked. As they continued exploring, Nora discovered a journal written by an eccentric inventor. The journal detailed his work on creating a biodome and the importance of sustainability. The children gathered around, discussing the map and the inventor's journal. They agreed that they needed to find this hidden biodome and learn more about its purpose. After much deliberation, Nora and her friends decided they needed to find this hidden biodome. They would venture into the unknown in search of answers. With excitement and trepidation, Nora and her friends prepared themselves for the adventure ahead. They packed supplies, reviewed the map, and set off on their journey. As they ventured deeper into the woods, Nora began to feel uneasy. She had a sense that someone was following them. Suddenly, they heard footsteps behind them. They quickly hid in the undergrowth as two men approached. Nora and her friends watched in horror as the men searched for something. The children realized that these men were searching for the same thing they were, the hidden biodome. They had to find it before the men did. After a tense wait, Nora and her friends continued their journey following the map. They were determined to reach the biodome before the men found it. Finally, they arrived at a clearing and saw what appeared to be an old greenhouse. They cautiously approached, realizing that this was the biodome. As they entered the biodome, they found it filled with plants and wildlife. They also discovered a message from the inventor, detailing his work on sustainability. The children discussed the importance of sustainability and how it was crucial for their future. They vowed to do everything they could to protect the environment. As they prepared to leave, Nora and her friends realized that the men who were following them had also found the biodome. They decided they needed to do everything in their power to protect it. They hid and waited for the men to arrive. When they did, Nora and her friends confronted them, telling them about the importance of sustainability and why they needed to protect the biodome. The men listened to Nora's plea and agreed to leave the biodome alone. They all shook hands, and the children left feeling victorious. As they walked back home, Nora and her friends reflected on their journey. They realized that they had learned a lot about sustainability and how important it was to protect our planet. When they arrived back in town, Nora shared her story with everyone. They were all amazed by what she had discovered and how important it was to protect our planet. The children decided to teach their community more about sustainability, starting with simple changes they could make in their daily lives. They wanted everyone to understand why protecting our planet was so important. Thanks to the children's efforts, many people in town began making changes to their daily lives. They started recycling more, using less plastic, and planting trees. It was a small start, but one that would have a big impact on our planet. And so, as the story comes to an end, we see how a group of curious children discovered a hidden biodome and learned about the importance of sustainability. By making small changes in their daily lives, they made a big difference for our planet.